Like the mashed potato.
Yeah. Wouldn't have been enough otherwise. Well, that was hiking from Kalamunda to Helena Camp Site, which is actually the first part of the Bibbulmun track, or the last part depending on which way you are travelling. It's roughly 34.5 kilometres in length, and you probably would have noticed off the bat that I actually wasn't hiking this one solo. I had a mate of mine, Hayden, he's just getting into hiking as well, so we thought we would tackle this one together. He's a bit more on the camera shy side of things though, which is why it might have come across as me walking on my lonesome for the most part of it, when in reality he was just out of frame. In the future we'll see whether or not that changes and how many hikes we do together. But in saying that, what we did was I parked my car at the Perth Hills Discovery Centre, and then I jumped in his car and we drove to Kalamunda and then started the hike from there. We both really grossly underestimated how long this hike would actually take us. We thought it was 25 k's, when in reality it was 34.5 k's. Bit of a difference there, but in hindsight it was actually a really great learning curve. I found that my comfort zone was more around the mid-20s, like 23, 24, 25 kilometre mark. After that my feet really started to ache and I started developing a few hot spots on my feet, which later would turn into blisters. So that was kind of a bit of an eye-opener for me in terms of how far I can push myself before my body starts to show some wear and tear. And on the next hike, if I do a longer hike, I will definitely be bringing some medical supplies just to hopefully prevent future blisters. And if I do develop some, yeah, just something to treat it with. So on that note, when we actually arrived at Helena Camp Site, I was actually really impressed with how beautiful it was. Apparently a fire went through the region in 2018 and completely wiped it out, so they rebuilt it. And they've put all these, made it all out of limestone, and it looks absolutely amazing. Especially as you would have seen on the video when we woke up and the whole valley was sort of like covered in this misty fog. It was absolutely amazing. We had a few other people staying there the night with us. They were quite a friendly bunch of people and really nice to talk to. We sat around the campfire having a couple of marshmallows and just a general yarn about all things hiking, and it was really nice. We ended up crashing about 7:30 and I was catching Zeds not too long after that. And if you do plan on going to Helena Camp Site, just be wary of this really friendly kangaroo that is just around the region. I was woken up by this roo literally pressing his nose up against my flywire of the tent and absolutely scared the living daylights out of me. He ended up coming back about 4 or 5 times and picked up my marshmallows, so I shoot him off, but yeah, I'd have really broken up sleep because of that. But just be wary of that if you do stay out there of this kangaroo. On another note, I am looking to do some more multi-day hikes. Obviously the regional borders have been lifted as of Monday, so I can start to really broaden my horizons again and look at traveling down south, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I do get to do that very soon. Depending, of course, it's coming into winter, so we will see. Other than that, I will see you in the next one.
Who are you filming? You?
No, you're in it.
Where's it going, is it?
Yeah.
Weirdo. Just this soil type's changed as well, so it's like a loam now, it's like the gravel.
Yeah, you would know what soil type it is, wouldn't you? Little green thumb.
So you really have walked like an extra kilometre compared to you.
Oh, you only walk 10 metres each time you do that.
Yeah, but you know, you do that 50 times, adds up to a kilometre.
Freaky how like precise they move, I don't like it. They're not clumsy. Like helicopters are clumsy, you know?
It's the operator, that's all it is.
Like 'cause mine does it too.